I had to adapt on the fly. Great players adapt on the fly. Not saying CD's not great, but I'm just saying, dude, don't come in and make excuse now. I also say that CD didn't make an excuse for himself. His brother did it, which is better because when someone else makes an excuse for you, then it doesn't look as bad. If you make it yourself, it's
He
bad.
was the most biased commentator. Like I had never seen someone so like pro New York or like it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't see the stream. I mean, I didn't bother. I was
He
watching.
didn't give anyone any credit unless you were from New York. He was yeah, it was like CD Junior's gonna body him 3-0, no rounds, and
Wait, who? Oh, you talking about Bill was commentating?
yeah.
Oh, he
He
wasn't.
literally, at one point, he literally got up to coach a player
Oh, he wasn't playing. Why not?
because he got blown up in pools.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, before grand finals, he actually goes up to CD Junior and starts coaching him.
What
It's like-
place did he get?
It's like, dude, like, are they crew now? Does he live in New York? I'm just curious.
Well, I know he's in New York now, so I guess he lives in New York now, and then he goes to Texas. He'll be in Texas. Apparently, he's supposed to live in Texas right now, but I know he's from New Jersey or New York or something. He's up there mostly because he's supposed to live in Dallas, but he's been in New York most of the time this year.
No.
But yeah, that coaching shit is stupid. I hate it. I didn't like it when he was doing it with Gym Master. Actually, I don't like coaching at all. I think it's the dumbest thing. I'm like, the fighting games or games in general is supposed to be between two minds of a player, not three minds, where it's two minds against one. It's not fair.
That's true. That's a good point.
And
I'll defend this though. I think the bias thing, that's fine. Although it was kind of dumb that Pig got in at one point, but like at the beginning, it was two New York guys. Although Hideshiro, he was pointing out he was way less biased, but I don't know. The bias is kind of entertaining.
That's true. I mean, I don't really.
It's kinda
I don't
biased.
really care that he was biased. It was just like, I don't know. Why is he biased though? Why is he so pro New York all of a sudden?
Because he's staying there now.
Oh, okay. No, it makes sense. That's fine then. He can be biased.
Yeah, so Pio, how did you get into Mortal Kombat?
Well, I played the game when I was like younger. I first started playing Mortal Kombat 1 when I was 4 years old. I used to play with my cousins and stuff, and then I went to the arcade and I was like, wow, they have arcade machines, because I didn't even know arcade existed until I went to one. And they had MK2 there, and I was like, wow, Mortal Kombat 2 is out. I'm still playing MK1 because they haven't came to console yet. So I just went to the arcade and played, and from there played MK3, MK4, and stuff. Actually, what's so funny is in MK4, I used to do something really like cheap with Fujin. Like when it spins, it like sucks you in or something like that. I kept doing it to this guy that he got so mad at me, he started cursing at me. My dad knocked him out. 'Cause I was like a 7-year-old kid. I'm like, what are you doing yelling at me?
That's
Because you're losing. So like I always play the games. I kind of like strayed away from the console games like DA and Deception and stuff because they just weren't that good. I didn't like them. I didn't like the whole stance change and stuff. I thought that was kind of redundant and not really needed. Also, like Shadow Monks is really fun. I don't know. I just really like playing the game, but like this one, I was expecting it to play it because they said it was going to be more tournament worthy. And since like I was more into the scene, as far as like the fighting game scene now, because like DOA and Street Fighter and stuff, I was like, all right, I'm gonna pick this up and play it, and then freaking practiced it and try to figure it out. And I was like, wow, man, this game is like, there's no comeback factor. Oh hell yeah, I'm in there because I was tired of like ultras and like.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. The comeback factor and it's like pretty much every Japanese game. Like
Yeah.
Harada figured out this formula because he had Tekken 6 as the #1 arcade game or DR or as the #1 arcade game for like years.
Yeah.
And so he was like, yeah, I got this formula where we have this real big comeback feature, so scrubs keep playing because they think they can win off some and they do because they win off some bullshit sometimes. Now every Japanese game is like that. Like Ultimate Marvel vs. Combat 2, Street Fighter 4, Tekken, they all got these massive comeback features, and it's really fucking dumb.
Yep.
So it's really tight that it's really weird that an American-made fighting game is the best, or at least in my opinion now.
Yeah, right now all the like the bullshit that's out. Yeah, I think MK is the best.
And you're
Because
It's just nice to, like, it's something like in Tekken 6, or in, it like you don't see like like no one gets real like excited about comebacks because they're so common. I remember at a MLG there was this big Tekken 6 tournament, and right next to the Tekken 6 tournament area was the Smash Brothers area, and everyone's just kind of chilling in the Tekken 6, but like literally like every 15 minutes to a half hour, you hear the Smash Brothers people like going ape shit.
yeah,
And like it's usually like some like massive comeback or just some crazy shit. Like, someone it was like a sudden death and someone grabbed like a heart and their percentage went from like 999 to 0, and the guy with 999 came all the way back and beat the guy from 0%. It's just like, holy shit, that's fucking amazing. But when you see like in Tekken 6 or Street Fighter 4 with the Ultras and X Factors, comebacks don't mean anything. It's just like, oh man, this guy's rage and you just hit him with a hop kick in Tekken 6.
right.
This
exactly.
game's probably this could be over, like just like that. This guy's gonna get shitted on is what everyone's really thinking. Like it's not, no one gets excited anymore. That's like Evo at Tekken 6. Everyone was just like, wow.
Down one.
Yeah, jab. No one wanted to take any real big risk in the beginning, at least. Not until they were totally downloaded. But it's just so shitty. It loses. There's no drama when you have those big ass comeback features because it becomes way too common.
Right.
So when CD Junior can't really say anything. He lost. You can't say, oh, he got a bullshit, ridiculous. There is no like X-ray. If there was a totally different X-ray meter or something, there's no bullshit. He lost, and I'm not trying to rag on CD Junior.
Yeah,
He's ridiculous and shit.
He didn't lose to some like actual bullshit like in the game that was pretty much
Like,
being aided by the other player. He actually lost because he lost instead of.
Yeah, there was no bullshit. I mean, that's why this game's good. When you lose, you really can't say anything.
Why do you think Mortal Kombat gets so much hate from the other fighting game communities?
Because they want to make sure their games stay afloat. It's simple. Dude,
it's so strange. Like, you go to SRK and anything they have that promote, their games, of course they're going to put up. They rarely put anything Mortal Kombat, which is fine, it's a totally different game. But like the few times they put shit up about Mortal Kombat, it's always like ridiculing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like when PL and Tom were talking about the patches and how it's frustrating them. They put that on there. It's like, we've had so many better things that have happened in the Mortal Kombat scene. Why would you pick this out of all the stuff to put on your page? It's kind of weird. Like, they really want MK to fail, the Capcom people.
I just
At
don't
least that's what it
understand.
feels like.
What makes them say this is a good game over here, this is not a good game over here? Is it the hit trading, the fireballs? What's the deal?
It's just a different game, and I just don't think they understand it, and therefore they don't like it.
It's like most of the hate comes from the fact that it does not play like a Capcom game.
It's nothing like a Capcom game. I don't know. I don't get it either. It makes no sense.
It's usually why. I mean, I've been part of the everyone hates my game club forever because DOA. So I'm already used to it. I'm just like, whatever. Mortal Kombat just needs to start holding their own tournaments because right now as things going, you guys are going to be fighting for stream time, and you're not going to get it because unless sponsors are paying for the game to have stream time, then it's not going to work.
MK's got a really weird like hit detection properties. The whole block button in a 2D game is weird. The crossovers are totally different. Fireballs are totally different.
I know, but that was always like